Shooters, welcome back to the Shooters Bay. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Hyskore 6-gun modular pistol rack. This is idea for the guy who just takes his pistols and throw them around in his gun cabinet or throw them around in his safe without any kind of rack. You just kind of drop them on the shelf in the safe or the gun cabinet and keep it moving. This is going to protect your pistols. It's going to keep them from getting all scratched up. It's going to protect the finishes. And it's going to allow you to safely keep your gun stored, locked, and loaded if that's how you want to do it. I know that's how I do it, but to each their own when it comes to that. And this is a really cool little rack. I got it on Walmart.com. It was like 23 bucks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box. It's modular construction, reassembled to fit your space. I'll show you about that in a second. It's non-reactive closed cell foam. It does not absorb moisture or solvents. So when you just clean your guns and got them all nice and shiny and you get ready to store them, and you don't want to use a cheaper foam rack. It's not the reactive type of foam. It's going to pull all the oil and solvent off your guns and dull your finishes again. And it's gun-friendly finish, meaning this won't scratch up your guns when you're putting them in and taking them out. Really soft. It's really easy on the guns. Okay, you spend good money on your guns. You don't want to just dog the finishes on them. Bad enough you're going to dog your finish a little bit. Holster and then Kydex holsters, unless you can get them lined. But for the most part, Kydex holsters, they're just brutal on a gun's finish. But let's go ahead and take a look. So here's what I meant by it's modular. What they meant by, I'm sorry. You can get a pair of pliers and you can pull the rod out, the little plastic rod. I'll show you that when we unbox it. And you can adjust this to fit chunky guns. Like, for example, certain revolvers are much chunkier than autos. And you can increase the size from whatever you need to whatever it is to whatever you need. Here's the barcodes to go to the product pages. You can order spare parts. You can order longer rods and you can order more foam inserts. You can make this one longer. Depending on how wide your safe is, you can go probably 8 to 12 pistols long, depending on how long your safe is, or your cabinet. So as you can see, it's ideal for storing pistols, and you can actually do optics on top, pretty big optics too. Here's a side view. So large 1911 look like a commander size. Part of the barrel is hanging off. That's not a problem though. Okay, it's not good for guns with lights attached to that rail underneath, and I'll show you. At least the lights I have. If you might have a different light. So, all right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Real easy, real simple product. This is just something for us gun guys to add to our accessories. So here it is. It's got the Hyskore branding on it. Here's the little plates and the rod that you can take out for adjustments. You can actually adjust this one. If you only got 4 pistols, you can maybe you got a Ruger Alaskan, a real thick, chunky revolver. You can cut down the space and just open one up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at it, load it up. First, we're going to try to put in the 2 lights that I use for my guns. I use the PL Mini. This gun is not clear, but I'm not going to touch the trigger, guys. I keep this one ready to go. So here's the PL Mini on it. Fingers is completely away from the trigger, as you can see. They're all the way back here. So we're going to go ahead and try to put it on. As you can see, it just moves the foam inserts out of the way. And the reason for that is the little latch to lock down the PL Mini. Okay? That gets in the way. So that won't work. Put that down. Now my home defense pistol, the Canik TP9, is rocking the Defentech DM2, which is a pretty chunky unit, but it's good. It's a home defense gun. No, I'm not worried about the size of it. So we're going to try to sit that in. It'll go in, but it won't sit down. It won't sit down in the rack. So that's a no-go. Okay. Next up, we're going to start putting in some pistols that will actually fit. We got all these are cleared for the sake of the video. The first 2 was not. But these 2, all of the rest of the guns I do not carry, so they are clear. All right. Just for the video, they clear. Once the video is done, they won't be clear again. Trust me. So you got the Taurus PT-111. Sits in just fine. Smith & Wesson SD9VE. Fits in. CZP-07 fits in. SIG P320 fits in. A little snug, and that's good. Fits in. As you see, it moved the foam a little bit, but that's fine. Springfield XD9 XD9 subcompact. And the smallest of the bunch, the Walther PPS. And that's how they fit in. This is nice for storing your guns. And like I said, you can store all these guns locked and loaded. You don't have to worry about the triggers getting, accidentally pulled or anything like that. You need to get to your safe and pull a pistol out quick. Trouble's at the door. You may not want to get a pistol, but it's nice to know that you can. You might want to get that shotgun if the trouble is at the door. But hey, for the sake of the video, we won't keep it on pistols, okay? So here's how it look facing, the back end of it. Some guns are going to sit back a little bit because of the shorter barrels, and some is going to be right at the lip flush. So your compacts do really good. Full sizers, they might stick out just a little bit, such as like Commander size 1911s. They definitely going to stick out as you saw in the box. But overall, this is a nice way to store your pistols, to protect your pistols, and just make them readily available to you in your safe or your gun cabinet. Or, like I said, hey, on display. If you live in a situation where you're not worried about break-ins, or you have little children running around your house and you have a room set up for your guns and you want to leave them on display, this is a great way to do that too. So this is Cooter. This was a quick video. I just wanted to bring you guys a storage option for your pistols. If you got a certain amount of pistols, you don't want to scratch up and damage your pistols. These things are not cheap. Even cheap guns are not cheap. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'm here every week bringing you videos. I'll holler at you in the next one.